for Hill.
Alright, mark our season out of 10.
I'd give it a 9 actually.
9?
Yeah.
Why'd you say that?
Because we've played 38 games away from home. New stadium, much bigger. We've got a young team, we've got a young manager still who's still learning the trade, and we don't spend as much money as everyone else. You know, Man City are owned by a country that's richer than the UK. It's hard to compete, but our boys have just done us proud, and they've worked really hard.
Alright, who's your player of the season?
Oh, it's close. I say we've got 2 players of the season: Super Jan and Christian Eriksen.
Nice. And game of the season?
Game of the season, just because it's Arsenal. When we beat Arsenal, the atmosphere was amazing. We only won 1-0, but it should have been about 5-0 because they were rubbish. And the moment of the season was when Nomella told Wilshere how to get it.
Rate the season out of 10 for us.
At the moment, I'd say it's a very high 7. The reason I say that, if we got to the FA Cup final, I think it would have been an 8 or a 9, especially if we won it.
Yeah.
But reaching the Champions League stage, group stages again, 3 times in a row. 7 or 8, I think. It's been a really good season.
And your player of the season?
Jan Vertonghen, without a shadow of a doubt. The guy is immense. So strong in the defence. He's guided Sanchez all the way through. And for me, yeah, definitely the main man.
And game of the season?
Game of the season in Champions League has to be Real Madrid, and we smashed them 3-1. And the Premier League game of the season has to be Liverpool.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, cheers for coming on.
Appreciate it, thanks guys.
Alright, who we got here? We have David.
I'm David.
From South Dorset Spurs.
Yes, we are.
And rate our season out of 10, a mark out of 10.
7.
7?
8.
Yeah, why'd you say 8?
He's a great player.
Yeah?
Who's a great player?
Who's a great player?
Son is a great player.
Who's our player of the season is? Player of the season?
Son.
Son?
Eriksen.
And best game?
The Stoke game.
Stoke?
It's on my birthday. We won 5-1. That was it.
That's what it's all about.
With Charlotte.
We got George here. Rate the season out of 10 for us. Mark it out of 10.
I say an 8.
8?
8, yeah. I don't know, we've got a few good players in the squad, but we do need to improve a bit. Like, we got some players that are wanting to go, we got some players that are wanting to come in, and I think, yeah, we've done well. Pochettino's been a good manager throughout the season. Nothing can change that the way he was, and yeah.
Who's your player of the season?
Player of the season? It's a tough one, but for me, it's Christian Eriksen for me. Yeah, every time he plays on the field, he's just brilliant. He's perfect.
Favourite game of the season?
Favourite game? I'm not sure about favourite game because they're all really good, but I don't know. Moment. I think it's Christian Eriksen's goal against Chelsea. That was a good goal.
Nomella standing on Wilshere?
Yeah, that's another thing. No, but goal against Chelsea for me was really good. Yeah, so hopefully we'll do good in the new stadium next season.
Out of 10. I would give it a 7. I think it's been a decent season. Should have played every game away from home. I think we've coped with it pretty well. We've grown into the season. I think again another season where Pochettino sides have showed they can cope and they can adapt to situations. It took us time to go over the hurdle of being at Wembley, but I think we've progressed pretty well as a team this season. Obviously, another season our trophy takes it down a bit, but 3rd place is pretty decent.
We haven't finished 3rd place yet.
If we win today, top 4, I think you've got to take that going to the new stadium, Champions League football, and the new White Hart Lane. You've got to be happy with that.
And who was your player of the season?
Has to be Jan Vertonghen for me. Has to be Jan. He's absolutely unbelievable this season. Every game without fail, he's been on point, on form. He's
majestic.
He's been absolutely majestic. He's coached Davinson Sanchez all the way through this season, and we've missed Toby a lot. And Jan has really stepped up. He's been captain material, and he's been our player of the season.
And who's your match of the season? What's your match of the season, Ben?
I think Chelsea away. Definitely on my match of the season. I think staying 28 years without winning at Stamford Bridge, to perform like we did, to to go there, being 1-0 down, not being fazed by it, Dele Alli turning up, silencing all his critics. The scenes in that game, the away end, were unbelievable. The fans going mental. Dele Alli cupping his ear is one of the pictures of the season. How are you guys doing? Good? How do you reckon they'll rate the season out of 10? Mark out of 10. What do you reckon it's? 7. What do you reckon? 8. Mark out of 10? 8 out of 10. What's for the season? 8.
How about Tottenham? How did they do the season?
Mark out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Yeah, 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. And who has been your favourite player this season?
We've already had this discussion.
Who?
Harry Kane.
Harry Kane.
And yours?
Dele Alli. Harry Kane as well.
It was Son. Scott. Yeah, Son's been the best. Yeah.
What do you guys reckon? Player of the season?
Ericsson for me.
Yeah, it's been close. It's the first time in a few years that we've had about 4 or 5 players. But probably Son.
Come on, G.
Rate our season out of 10. A mark out of 10.
Rate our season. Let me tell you this, yeah, and I'm gonna be real. I was fuming when we went out against Man United, yeah, saying, oh, I want a trophy, I want this, I want that. You know them way there, yeah? But fam, before the season, it was a write-off to me. I didn't think we'll get top 4. I didn't think we'll get a trophy, blood. I didn't. You know them way there.
You won't win the league, though.
Huh?
You won't win the league, though.
Listen, yeah, you lot won the league, and as soon as you lost that 2-foot Malteser, yeah, it all went to shit, man. You know them way there.
Talk about yourself like that.
That was wavy, but I'm 6'2", blood. I'm 6'2", though, blood. Man, 6'2",
And I'm 16 fucking stone.
No, 70 stone, blood. That's more realistic. You know them way there. But as I was saying, come on, my G, yeah, take care. Right, I look like a fat Jamie Vardy. But yeah. As I was saying, yeah, you see, before the season, blood, it was a write-off. I didn't think we'd make top 4. You know what I mean? I didn't think we'd get a trophy. I thought it would have just been, like, oh, we're going to come 7th or whatever, innit? I said I'll take a season with a trophy, and I don't care where we finish, innit? So when I look at it now, and we've actually made top 4/3, fam, it is a good season, bruv. But it's not a good season. Like, when we move into our new stadium and that, we need to win a trophy, fam.
Give us a rating. Give us a rating. Number out of 10.
7, blood.
7.
Yeah.
Who's been your player of the season?
Jan Vertonghen. 100%. Jan Vertonghen. Like, and towards the end of the season, Hugo Lloris, man. You know them way there, fam. That's it, man.
And what's your best game of the season been?
Chelsea, blood. Come on, fam. Come on, blood. No. Man, don't even need to think about that. That Chelsea game was scenes, blood. You know them way they see the 2 man in front of me, yeah, when we scored, they were all doing this. You know what I mean, bruv? And I was like, jeez, blood. You know what I mean? It was a mad thing, fam. Trust me, bruv. Expression's greatest moments, that's coming out on my YouTube channel, blood. Just know. These man are editing it, fam, because I don't know what I'm doing, blood.
Nice one, Expression.
Come on, G.
What's your player of the season?
There's only one for me.
Go on.
Jan Vertonghen.
Jan Vertonghen?
Jan Vertonghen. Without a shadow of a doubt.
I would have gone for Sonny.
Yeah,
I love that guy. He's like a breath of fresh air, and he's going to get better and better and better.
And what's your best game of the season?
I like the Liverpool game.
Liverpool.
At Wembley.
And then Real Madrid.
Liverpool and Real Madrid.
Yeah.
I'll give it like a 7-8.
Yeah, I gave it a 7.
7-8. It's been good. It's been good.
Player of the season?
Either Jan or Ericsson. Yeah, I still think it's mad that Jan is with us.
I didn't say like players, I said player.
Player, sorry. Very strict on WeAreTottenhamTV. I'd probably say
long pause here.
I'm not actually sure. Yeah, probably Jan.
Yeah.
I'd give it to Jan, he's been sick.
And what's your moment of the season been?
Moment of the season. Ali's second. Rah.
Against Chelsea.
Yeah.
James, and you're from?
North Carolina Spurs in the United States.
And rate our season out of 10. If you give him our season a mark out of 10.
I think it's 7. I think we did not reach our potential in the Cups, but when it comes to the league, we were fantastic on all fronts, and we're about where I thought we should be. So I'll take 3rd if we get the 3 points today.
Who's your player of the season?
Gosh, you can go so many different ways on this. I think at the end I'll go with the most consistent player of the year. And for me, that's probably Ericsson. I think. It's about time he gets 1 too. After Harry got his last year, I think Verts has already got a POI from the club.
Yeah.
So.
And what's your game of the season?
Game of the season. no choice besides Real at home in the Champions League, right?
Yeah.
The atmosphere that night was brilliant, and that'll be something I remember for the rest of my life.
Darren and Claire. Who would mark our season out of 10?
I think I would give it an 8. I'm not part of the bandwagon saying we have to win a trophy in order to progress the season, but I do think a trophy would have been the icing on the cake, the 10 out of 10. But you have to give it an 8 for playing away from home pretty much every game of the season.
Agree with that?
Yeah. We all want a trophy, don't we?
Yeah, 100%. Who's your player of the season then?
Well, again, that's a real hard one because everyone's going for Vertonghen for his solid displays, and I have to agree with that. However, you have to say Harry Kane and his goals, you know, without him when he was flying in top form, his goals, his overall hold-up play, and just bringing others into game. So I would have to give it to Harry Kane just for being Harry Kane.
All right, player of the season?
I think Ericsson, but he's my favourite player. Yeah, but
she loves him.
No, I don't love him. But I just think this season his game has gone up another level, and he's just played so much better than previous seasons. So that's why.
And your favourite game of the season?
Where can you go with that? You could go Real Madrid at home, Juventus away. But one game that stands out for me is Liverpool at home. Liverpool at home, 4-1. At the time, Tottenham weren't flying. Liverpool were on top form. Everyone had it down as a Liverpool win, and Tottenham, right from the word go, just absolutely destroyed them. And Liverpool had nothing, absolutely nothing. And even the one goal they did score was a lucky break and a lucky shot. Another day, Luis would have pushed it away. So that sticks out for me.
We've got Ben from WeAreTottenhamTV. How you doing?
Rate our season out of 10.
I'll go 6.5 to 7. Yeah, I would say that because I thought after last season we really needed to kick on and progress like we did last season, but I think we've gone a tiny bit of a step backwards, and we kind of faltered in that semi-final and in the Champions League and in the League Cup. So I'll give it a 6. I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7.
Player of the season?
Jan Vertonghen, without a shadow of a doubt. He's been that rock at the centre all season. But a special mention to Christian Eriksen as well, because he's been that glue in that attack.
And game of the season?
There's been a few, you know. We smashed Real Madrid at home. We beat Dortmund away. We drew at the Bernabeu. We beat Arsenal. We beat United at home as well. But that one game, I'm going to say, for the first time in 27 years, we beat the Chelsea scum. And we were there, and it was absolutely rocking, and that's going to be my game of the season.
We got Ben Borman here, everyone knows him.
Ben Spurs 21.
Ben Spurs 21. Tell me, rate your season out of 10.
I would say 8 out of 10 personally. I think on the whole, given the circumstances we're in, I think the team have done brilliant. There's obviously a few incidences that we've kind of let ourselves down, but I think overall it's been very good for us.
And who's been your player of the season?
Vertonghen, 100% it's been Vertonghen. His consistency level this season has been exceptional, and we're a lot of this season doing huge.
And what's your favourite game of the season been?
Personally, for me, it's Real Madrid at home. I think it was. I mean, Chelsea it was great, but for many reasons. But that night in Madrid, it was just so special, and it felt like a big statement from us. And I think, and just a minute more, our new home next season.
Uncle A replaces Grandpa on the final day of the season. Substitution.
It's no substitution at all.
How are you feeling about the season? Mark the season out of 10.
I think you've got to give it 8.5.
8.5?
Yeah. I think that's the biggest we've got all season.
Yeah, one of the highest.
Considering that we played the season away.
Yeah.
And we've come third.
Against, don't tempt fate now.
Okay. Against teams that have spent like, 150, 200 million in the close season. I think it's decent.
Alright, who's your player of the season?
There've been some great sort of players this season. Of course, Kane. Eriksen has been awesome this season. He's really, I think, stepped up his game from what we've had in the previous couple of years. week out. And he's had Sanchez with him, a new player, done brilliant coming in this season. He's had a few iffy games, few iffy moments, but actually he's been incredible first season in the Premier League. Yeah, and I think it's a lot to do with Jan having someone like him next.
And who's your favourite game of the season?
Oh, it's been some
great games this season.
I mean, probably Real Madrid at home. That was incredible. But we went to the Liverpool game away, which was also
we went to Chelsea away as well.
Chelsea away. I thought the performance away in Liverpool in the second half was really outstanding.
Dav,
rate our season out of 10.
I'd give ourselves a 6 actually.
6?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the lowest score we've had today. Why say 6?
6 because I think we've got a talent. We've got a real good team that's got a lot of talent, and I think we've not. The FA Cup semi-final give it all away, didn't it? A brilliant opportunity, and what did we do? Didn't play our best team. So that for me is why I rated it a 6.
Who's your player of the season?
Son. Yeah. Sonny. Yeah. I think he's been brilliant. A lot of energy to the team. Absolutely superb.
And your favourite game of the season?
Favourite game, Chelsea away.
Chelsea away.
Absolutely. Thank God for that.
Didn't skip a beat when I was doing that.
I'll tell you what, no. Arsenal, mate, but that was Chelsea away. Was absolutely brilliant. We needed that.
Definitely. All right, cheers for coming on.
Cheers, guys. Come on, Spurs!